Let's be honest, investing can feel complicated. Like it's a club for people who speak a different language. Well, today, we're going to change all of that. This is your simple, no-nonsense guide to getting you from zero to owning your very first share. Okay, so here's the game plan. First, we're going to cover why you have to invest. Then, we'll look at the absolute best place for a beginner to start. After that, a super important safety checklist before you do anything. Then, I'll walk you through step by step how to make that first purchase. And finally, the simple, and I mean simple, strategy to win in the long run. So, first things first, we need to talk about something kind of sneaky that's happening to all of us. There's this invisible thief that's quietly draining the value from any cash you have just sitting around. And you've totally seen this happen, right? Think about it. Your favorite coffee used to be, what, $5 a few years ago? And now it's creeping closer to 8? Yeah, that's not your imagination. That's this thief in action, and it's happening with literally everything you buy. Right, so this thing has a name, inflation. All it means is that over time, prices for everything go up, which means the dollar in your pocket buys less and less. So that cash you've been so carefully saving, it's actually losing its power every single day.
But here's the good news. There's an even more powerful force, a force of nature really, that you can get on your side. Even Albert Einstein was blown away by it, calling it the eighth wonder of the world. It's called compound interest, and it's how you fight back. Check this out. This is where the magic happens. Look at how your money starts to build on itself, like a snowball rolling downhill. It took 6 whole years to hit that first 100,000, but the next 100,000, that only took 4 years. And the next, just 3. The longer you let it roll, the faster and bigger it gets.
Okay, so it's pretty clear you have to invest your money to make it grow. But in what exactly? Let's figure that out right now because there's one perfect tool for beginners that takes all the stress of picking stocks right out of the equation. A lot of people think investing means you have to be some kind of Wall Street genius trying to find the next it stock. That's a super stressful, high-risk game. It's like trying to find one specific needle in a giant haystack. But what if, instead of looking for the needle, you could just buy the whole haystack? That's what an index fund does. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The legend himself, Warren Buffett, has said over and over again that for pretty much everyone, a simple, low-cost index fund is the smartest investment you can possibly make. And Jack Bogle, the guy who basically invented these things for regular people, he put it perfectly. Why drive yourself crazy trying to find the one company that's going to succeed when you can just own a tiny piece of all the big successful companies at once? So, what the heck is an S&P 500 index fund? It sounds way more complicated than it is. An index is just a list, in this case, the 500 biggest companies in America, and a fund just pools money together from lots of people to buy stocks from that list. So when you buy just one share of the fund, you instantly own a small piece of Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, all 500 of them. Talk about instant diversification. All right, you know why to invest and what to invest in, but hold on. Before we hit buy, we gotta run a quick pre-flight check. This is all about making sure your financial foundation is solid before you lift off. And it's just 2 simple steps. Seriously, do not skip these. First, you've got to get rid of any high-interest debt, especially credit card debt. Second, you need a safety net, an emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of your basic living expenses tucked away somewhere safe. And here's why that debt part is so important. Think about it. The stock market might give you a return of, say, 10% in a good year, but that's not guaranteed. You know what is guaranteed? Paying off a credit card that's charging you 25% interest is the same as getting a guaranteed, risk-free 25% return on your money. It is the easiest financial win you will ever get. Period. Okay, checklist done? Awesome. You are officially cleared for takeoff. You're ready. So let's do this. Let's walk through exactly how you open an account and make your very first investment. First, you need a place to actually buy your investments. You do this with a brokerage firm like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. For most people, there are 2 main choices. A Roth IRA is an amazing account for retirement savings because all your growth and withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. Or you can open a standard brokerage account, which is more flexible if you think you might need the money sooner. And the actual process of buying, it is ridiculously easy. It's just 4 steps. 1, you open an account online, which takes like 5 minutes. 2, you link your bank account and transfer some money in. 3, you search for the fund's ticker symbol, that's its nickname, something like VOO. And 4, you just say how much you want to buy, pick market order to keep it simple, and click buy.
And that's it. You did it. With that one click, your money is no longer just sitting there. It's working for you. You've officially gone from being just a saver to an owner. You're an investor. Congratulations.
So now that you're in the game, what's the big secret to winning? The ultimate strategy? Well, it's actually the simplest and maybe the hardest part of this whole thing. Let's break it down. Okay, listen up, because this is the #1 mistake that destroys wealth for new investors. It's getting scared when the market drops, and it will drop sometimes, and selling everything. It's called panic selling, and it's an absolute portfolio killer. Just look at this. This chart shows the market during the 2008 financial crisis. If you invested at the very top, you would have seen your money get cut in half. It must have felt like the world was ending. But here's the thing. You only lose money if you sell. The people who just held on, who did nothing, they not only got all their money back, but they watched it more than triple in the years that followed. And get this. This is why staying put is so critical. The market's absolute best days often happen right after the worst days. If you sell when you're scared, you're almost guaranteed to miss the huge rebound that's responsible for most of your long-term gains. Missing just 10 of those best days can literally cut your total profits in half. So the bottom line, the real secret, is right here. Winning at investing isn't about being a genius who can predict what's going to happen next. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. Patience is the superpower that the market rewards more than anything else. So there you have it, the full playbook. You know why to invest, what to invest in, and exactly how to do it. Your money is just sitting there ready to go to work for you around the clock. The only real question left is, when are you going to let it start?